Hello and welcome to Just Vintage Crochet, and it is mystery pattern time. So if this is your first time on the channel, I have here a stack of patterns, vintage and antique, ranging from the years 1840s all the way up to the 1980s. And I've got a bowl of numbers here. I pick a number, I find the matching number, we work the pattern. Any part of this pattern that could possibly give away what it is, title, pictures, anything within the pattern that can give it away has all been completely blacked out. We won't know what it is until we're done, and then we can peel the tape back or go find the picture and reveal what it was meant to be. I say what it was meant to be because there's sometimes I don't get them right. There's a lot of times I don't get them right. Okay, here we go. Let's pick our number. Okay, right here on top. And we've got number 12. Okay, let's see what, oh, there is number 12 right there. Looks like this one might have a picture. So my son is the one who picks out all these patterns for me, and he's got all of the pictures. He blacks them out. I don't have a clue what these are. So whenever we're done, I just run down the hall and get the picture from him. Okay, so let's see, what do we need? Looks like this one here was written by Miss Jane Weaver in the year 1877. I think this comes from one of those Godey's Ladies books. I think. A fine bone crochet hook, you require the wool in 2 shades, white and pale blue or pink. You commence with the white wool and make a chain 39 inches in length. On this, you work the first row with white wool. Okay, so a fine bone hook. So the bone hooks back then were not as thin as the steel hooks. They did have steel hooks back then, which were really fine. So a fine bone hook is going to be somewhere around 2 millimeters to 4 millimeters modern. So I'm just going to go ahead and find some colors. It doesn't really say what kind of yarn, but I'm going to guess it's going to be some kind of a Shetland floss or something along those lines. I will be right back. The closest thing that I have to a Shetland floss is going to be the Yonky Monkey bamboo cotton. It is just the perfect size, really and truly. And I've got this like silvery gray and this blue, this sort of like aqua blue. Very pretty. So we're going to use these in place of pink and white or blue and white as it called for, but the size should be right. And with this, I do typically like to use a 4 millimeter hook. So that is what I'm going to go with, a modern 4 millimeter hook. So let's get right into it. It says that we're going to start with the white. So I'm going to start with this grayish silver here. Of course, that would happen when I pull the center out, so I'll need just a minute to get myself together here. Okay, so it says to chain 39 inches. That's kind of long. Wonder if this is a shawl or a tablecloth? I don't know. Or a blanket? Maybe like a baby carriage blanket? 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter how many. I guess it doesn't matter how many I'm doing. I just need to work 29 inches. 39 inches. 39 inches. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm distracting myself. Okay, so I've got my 39 inches worked, and it says first row, 1 treble, which means 1 double crochet. So 1 double on the first chain. Then this is going to be our repeat. Miss 1 chain and 1 double on the next, repeat. And then we're going to change colors for the second row. So what I'm going to do is, since it wants 1 double on the first chain, and it's not really asking us for a specific chain count, I may wind up having to unravel a couple on the end. But since it wants 1 double on the first, I'm going to go ahead and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to count as my first double crochet plus chain 1. So 1, 2, 3, then my chain, And so in the 5th stitch from the hook, I'm going to work my first my actual first double, but the first official double is going to be this chain 4 on the end here. Now chain 1, skip 1, and there we go. Chain 1, skip 1, work a double in the next. So this will be the repeat all the way to the end. Chain 1, skip 1, and of course I'm working in the back bumps. So I will be right back when I get all the way down to the end, and we'll see how many chains I'll have left over. Okay, so I only have one extra stitch on the end that I can remove. So I did not complete my last double crochet because it said something about to cut it, and then we're going to start with the pink, but I'm going to go with this like really pale aqua color. Really, really pretty. So I'm going to complete my double crochet with my new color. There we go. And now it says for row 2, with pink wool, 1 single crochet on the first stitch. So I'm going to chain 1 turn and work a single crochet. Tighten everything up. Okay. All right, now it says to chain 9. Here, I'll show you. Okay, 1 there, double crochet is the US single crochet. So with pink wool, 1 single crochet on the first stitch, then chain 9 and miss the next 4 double crochet in the last row, then a single crochet on the next chain stitch, repeat to the end. So chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Skip 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the chain, the single chain space, work a single crochet. Okay, and then just keep working just like this all the way to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then skip 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet, and in the chain space just after, work your single. So this is what we are looking for. So I'll be right back. I'm going to work this all the way to the end. Okay, so I worked that all the way to the end, and we don't cut at this point. Third row, we're going to chain 9 and work 1 single crochet on the 5th, basically the 5th chain of our chain 9 of the last row. Then chain 9 and repeat. Fasten off at the end of the row, and then we're going to switch back to the silver. I probably didn't even need to cut my thread then, huh? I probably could have just carried it over. Oh well. Okay, so let's chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And in the 5th stitch, which will be dead center, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We work a single crochet. Just like that. Then chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should leave us with 4 on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. There we go. So I am going to repeat this all the way to the end. Then we're going to change colors. I'll be right back. So finished working that, I went ahead and weaved in some of these ends just because they were driving me a little crazy. So let's see what we have to do now. So we're going to change colors again with white wool. 1 single crochet. It says double crochet, but it translates to US single crochet. 1 single crochet on the 5th of the first 9 chains. Then here's going to be our repeat. 7 chains and 1 single crochet on the 5th of, okay, like we did before, and then repeat from here at the end of the row. Repeat from here at the end of the row. So end with 7 chains. is what I'm translating that into. Yeah, end with 7 chains. Okay. So do we just start from the beginning, I guess? Start from this side? We might as well. Yeah? Okay. Well, I don't know what's the right thing to do. Turn and work, because it doesn't say to start from the right hand side every row. It does not give that instruction, so I'm going to turn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be my 5th. Then with this silvery color, these are kind of modern colors, really. It's like pastel silver and or gray and pastel blue or aqua. Okay, chain 1, work a single crochet into the same stitch. And then we're chaining 7 now, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then I count 1, 2, 3, 4. And this stitch makes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from here I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. And the one right in front makes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 5. So, okay, I'll be right back. Work my way to the end being the 5th stitch of the last chain 9 on the end. Okay, all done. I finished. I just counted 4 stitches up and then worked my single crochet into the 5th stitch. So here we go. Row 5, 1 double on the first chain of the last turn row. Chain 1, miss the next chain, and then work 1 double on the following. Repeat from. So we're going to do this row again, it looks like down here, but up here. I think I'm starting to see what they're doing here. So this will be the blue part, and this will be the silver part. If it looks like it's going to be repetitious. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 4, and that's going to count as my first double crochet plus chain 1. And now I am going to skip the first chain and in the next chain over. Did I split it? Here we go. Work my double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 in the next stitch over, work my double, chain 1, skip the next chain and in the next one over. So it's a repeat of what we did the very first row. Skip and right into the double, chain 1, skip my first chain, which is this little knotted chain right here. It don't look like a chain, but it is one. So this is where my next stitch will go. Skip. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this all the way to the end, and I will be right back. It's kind of cool looking. I like that. Okay, finished this, and I didn't cut the color because it didn't say to. So I really like how this is turning out. This is very interesting. I need to know what this is, but we still have more work. So row 6, 1 double on the last double, then 1 chain and 1 double on the next double of the last row, and then repeat. Then repeat from the second row until you have the work 5 pink stripes in width and 6 white. Then fasten off and work a fringe for the end. Oh. So I guess the repeat then is going to be another row. I kind of like it with just the one row like this, but okay. Another row of the fillet or the open work or square crochet. And then we're going to do the blue section again. And then we're going to repeat the gray section and then the blue section over and over again until there are 5 of the blue section and 6 of the gray sections. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm going to chain 4 again. And into the first double, work a double. And then this will be the repeat all the way to the end of this row. And then I'm going to do the chain 9, single crochet after skipping, skipping 4 doubles, or you can just skip 3 spaces and in the 4th space. But I'm going to repeat all of this again over and over again, and the next time you see me, I will be done. And now I'm wondering, is it, I don't think it's a centerpiece, because I don't think that they would put pink and white on their tables. So is this like, it's a little bit, let me pan out for you. And out, it gets really dark. I don't think that it's a scarf, because look how small it is. So maybe it's like a necktie, some kind of necktie, or maybe it's a hair, something you put over your hair and tie around the underneath of your chin maybe. I'm not quite sure. It's really interesting. I kind of like it with just the one row, but I guess that's just, minimalist and modern, but I don't know. I kind of made that up. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to work the row repeats until I have 5 of the blue and 6 of the gray sections. I'll be right back. Well, here it is. So I like the way it looked. Let me back it out so you can see what I see. Again, when I back it out, it gets darker for some reason, but I felt like it was kind of wide enough with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of silver and 4 rows of the blue. And of course, the last row, I worked just like the first row. So we just have our single row of open crochet, and I ended with a single row of open crochet. But I felt like it was really kind of wide enough with that much. I didn't really want it to be any wider, because I feel like it's supposed to be like a little necktie or a neck scarf. That's what I really believe, because of the fringe on the end. And I just did simple fringe. I blended the 2 colors and every other, I guess I should say I ended it. It didn't say to do this in the pattern, but I ended it with a row of single crochet across the edge just to kind of clean it up. It's not the neatest job in the world, but it'll do. And it also was a good stationary row of single crochet for me to attach some fringe to, which I think turned out really, really nice. And so I did that every other stitch, and that's backwards, isn't it? No, that's the front. So I did it every other stitch so that it wouldn't be too crowded and wouldn't splay out, like that. So there it is. Now let's uncover and see what it is. I believe it is like a necktie or a neck scarf. Okay, here we go. By Miss Jane Weaver. Let's see what you come up with, girl. Scarf for neck or head. Oh, earlier I had said I wonder if it goes over your head, because it's not very long. Even with the fringe, it's really not very long. And perfect timing, I have Justin here. Justin, can you run to your room and get the picture for this? It's going to be number 12. Let me make sure. Number 12. Can you get the picture for me?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, here it is. Oh, I wish that we could see the detail better. I can actually detail so much better under the magnifying capabilities of my phone than in real life. Isn't that weird? I didn't get the fringe quite right, but you want to know what's funny? This is the kind of fringe that I was going to do because of the last scarf we made, but I opted to go this way. Oh, it's okay. But it looks longer in the picture than it is in real life. Now, bear in mind, they asked us to work only 39 inches in length, which I did. And it actually grew a little bit. It's about 40 and a half inches in length right now. So from working it, it grew just a little bit. Let me go put it on. I've got a dress form over there. Let me go put it on the dress form. My corner of mannequins. And then, of course, there's her. She's sitting there like, oh, her hair is just splayed behind her. But you can actually find, this is the denim poncho. You can find that on my other channel. And you can also find this on my other channel, my It's Not Knit channel. Here you go, girl. You wear the hat. It looks cute. You can actually find this on my other channel too, this scarf. But let's put it on this dress form here. Okay. Put that right there. Okay. So it's not the biggest scarf in the world. This is a rather small dress form. This is not like, this was just $40 on Amazon. It was really, really cheap. So it's not going to be, you know, correct size of, what I mean is a common average woman's size, but it's just like a little neck scarf. I don't know. Something for the head even. But there it is. I like it. I do like these colors too. It's rather modern colors, but I do like it. And you see how big it is with just that many rows? I think it might have been just a little too wide had I gone as far as the pattern said to go. So there it is. Here, let me move this so you can really see that design. That design is gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. This would make a beautiful shawl, or honestly, if you're ambitious enough, this would make a beautiful tablecloth because it is very, very light and thin and dainty and airy, and it would make for a beautiful tablecloth if you kept going. But it's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so that was it. That is our 1877 scarf for neck or head by Miss Jane Weaver. And I don't know that this comes from the Godey's Lady book. I'm not exactly sure where this came from at all. I know I downloaded a bunch of patterns from Pinterest, and it may have been one of those ones where I just took the screenshot and printed it out. I don't remember because, you know, it's all in boxes, and Cheston is the one that kind of goes through all of this stuff, and he goes through the many multitude of books I have on my computer. But let me know what you guys think. I really like this. 2 mystery patterns, 2 scarves in a row. So let's see where the bowl will take us next. I will see you guys in the next mystery. Bye.